you already know I'm getting vaccinated, nigga. Fuck that.
They got you fucking
Better
vaccinated.
safe than sorry. I guess what they say, even when you get vaccinated, you can still get.
Yeah, I was
COVID,
like, if
right?
I can still, what's the point?
Yeah, I know, right?
Is that bully?
Yeah, come on in, brother.
Come on in, bro, man.
Hey,
My
good.
guy, good to see you, man.
Yeah, you know I had to make
Hey,
a
man,
little
the
something.
boys
I
is
couldn't
back.
go without going.
The boys is back. Hold up, you want to get on this?
Yeah, get on there.
There you go. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah,
That's what I
we
like.
cake.
There
That's what I like.
you go.
Yeah.
That's
All right, man.
I feel like I should have worn a black
That's
shirt
what I
now.
like.
Y'all niggas got.
He said, volume up, please. Volume up.
Yeah.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah. What's good, man? Episode 11. Torture Talk. You know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Got the Mighty Monstar. Dub and G.
Debo Dub. You already know.
Bully bars.
Something you got to deal with.
You know? Finally.
Yes, sir.
The gang is back.
They don't
The old LOS, right?
LOS. Yeah, LOS is the Legion. Legion of
yeah,
Boom.
shout
You know what I'm
out.
saying? Finally. You know, Hulk
Back.
Animal and Smash.
You feel me?
What's the Demolition? It was like Hulk,
Yeah.
Hulk Animal and Smash. No. Demolition was the other dudes.
Yeah, that was like their rivals or something
Yeah,
like that.
Demolition was they were slept on.
They were good.
Yeah, Demolition was
They were
slept
good.
on. Yeah, I mean.
I'm anxious to hear what we talking about today.
Hey, man.
I'm surprised.
Who getting
Yes,
vaxxed,
I ain't
man?
even.
Who getting vaxxed?
I got a lot of shit to say, man.
Let's talk.
Yeah, who getting vaxxed?
Got a
Your
lot of shit
your
to
girl
say.
text me.
Who?
You bet you wondering.
Who we talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I'm out of the loop
No, I'm
on
talking
that.
about your girl. She sent me an
Oh,
email.
what she say?
By mistake.
By mistake?
Yeah, she must
Oh,
have sent
my
somebody
God.
else. She meant to send it to somebody else, but she sent it
Hope
to
you
me.
sent her a bunch of middle fingers.
Nah, I just deleted it. She said she said something about Camden. I was like, oh, I'm glad you see it. You tested negative for COVID. I'm like, bitch.
What are you talking about?
Like, it ain't me.
But like, I need to know who you was talking to. Like now, like,
no, you know what I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about who was she talking about?
Who is she
Yeah,
trying
right?
to message?
I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe she, who works in Camden?
Some new dude.
Nobody.
There you go. So you know what I mean.
That's what it is.
That's good, man. So listen, man. Monstar got a lot on his mind. He been trying to beat my door down. This episode.
Yeah. Cause now you had me like, I was
man?
watching your other shits and I'm like
Oh,
listening
shit.
to, your guests and everything. And I'm like, hold on, man. I got a lot to say
Mm-hmm.
to rebuttal what they wanted to say.
These girls are saying out here.
Oh, man. Women got a lot to say, but they don't do enough, man. Like, I'm sorry. This don't go nowhere with me. You feel me? Like, you gotta walk it like you talk
know
it.
enough. You don't know
Yeah,
enough.
bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know enough. Like,
Like, why are you trying to play this with me? Like, you don't know enough. Like,
some of these joints out here, like,
Get to the essence, man. We want to know.
so
Who we
far
wanna-
ahead of
like-
this nigga, I know his future. What is that?
Alright, first thing first, I think that the topic where you was talking to the middle-aged white woman.
Oh shit, yeah.
And what's her name? Christy, something like that. I don't know. First off, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Definitely brought up some points, but I think a lot of your logic is unrealistic.
Her logic.
Yeah, her logic. Like I respect her opinion for having one. I definitely respect her for having one, and it's her own.
So
it
give me an
wasn't
example
tainted.
of what you think is unrealistic.
When she was saying it, like I think it's something about the school systems and stuff like that, and they should be doing more in regards to I think I guess like the state of the world or something like that starts in the school, and I'm like, nah, bro. Like first thing first, it always starts. It always starts in the crib. Like before we ever get sent anywhere, backpacking, school, lunch, and all that other stuff, it always starts at the crib. And you was making a good point saying like these households and these environments are the first things we see.
Yeah.
And coming from it, that was the first thing I see before I knew how to, put a pen to pad or pencil to paper or write my name. I seen my environment first.
Yeah.
I seen 40-year-old dudes drinking 40s on the corner. Like, I'm not going to work, not preaching gospel, not trying to talk about, togetherness or any of that stuff that we should be. That's what it was. So here you are now after seeing that for like 4 or 5 years. Now you get sent to this structural environment where they're trying to basically say, and you're hoping that that's what the system is saying.
Do this, do that.
Do this. This is the right. If you learn it, and that's the good ones, because anybody who went to school, public school, they there for the check most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like they just passing out the work. You do it. It's on you to get the job done and taking the information.
Well, they're not even really.
I do believe that. I do believe.
She wasn't like in that regard. I was like, first off, you put their job is to teach. Their job is not to manage. Like as far as like as a parent, I expect them to teach education.
Well,
I expect life to teach them everything else.
You
like
right,
I mean, like
right, but I guess in her defense, well, not even in her defense, just in general, I understand why the way the world works now is parents, the teachers are co-parenting now. It don't supposed to be like that though.
No, I agree.
I mean, you spend most of your day, your childhood in school.
Yeah,
honestly.
in school.
Yeah.
Because now I guess I'm gonna say when I was growing up, because y'all younger than me. When I was growing up in my day,
in my day,
no, but I think that when I was growing up, the teachers wasn't responsible for raising the kids. The teacher was there to teach, but the parents didn't interfere, because at that time teachers could put their hands on you.
They could,
and then not abuse you, but they had that paddle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And the mom respected that.
Yeah,
you would put your hand on a child now.
I agree. I agree. That's one thing I do definitely think, and I don't mean to sound like this but a lot of motherfuckers would not be in the position there if they would have got more ass whoopings at a younger age. Like that ass. Rather it be in a home, in school, like, because motherfuckers don't know how to be professional. Like they go to work and they feel I'm entitled to this. You should address me as such. Like these kind of things. And you have no body of work. You've done nothing. You have minimal achievements. You're still building your resume and your profile, but yet you have all this entitlement that's up here and think that everyone's supposed to adjust to that or to meet your standard. Because everyone always quick to tell you, do what's best for you. But what have you done to necessarily make someone want to meet you there?
Here's the thing. Children nowadays don't have the worries and the shit that we worried about. They don't have that because now they have all these opportunities. Yeah. We didn't have that shit. We worked really hard to get where we needed to be.
There was no YouTube when I was
growing up.
Like,
none of that. You didn't have, you literally can learn how to do brain surgery on YouTube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You need.
Anything is at your disposal. They're spoiled.
And they got iPads.
Which for
me
means that there's no excuse.
They even know how to write, they know how to use an iPad.
For me, like I got a 5-year-old son that can use an iPad, a tablet, an Xbox One. I didn't have any of that. I had maybe at best like a Genesis, an Atari. You know what I'm saying?
But those things
and there weren't.
But those things are for entertainment. See, phones are now learning tools. Mm-hmm. Your kids know more than you did when you were a child.
Which means for me, there's no more excuses. Like you were telling people, like it's no matter where you came from, your environment, it's there for you now. It's at your fingertips.
Yeah,
which means like there's no place for ignorance anymore. Yeah. Like you're choosing that.
Well, again,
it's like you're choosing.
It's like the reason why a lot of these kids do what they do is because you ever went to a buffet and you seen in the buffet that there's all this good food, but you don't know what the fuck to get.
Right. You like, dang.
You like, damn, there's too much shit. Oh man, that's how it is now with these kids. They got too much shit going on, and they're depressed because they have so much at their disposal.
That don't make sense to me.
It don't.
As a kid, what do you have going on?
It don't make sense, but that's what it is.
You don't pay attention. First, I'm gonna get into a whole thing.
Yeah,
because I have a couple.
They did back in the day.
I definitely have to. I think people under the age. I think those under the age of 25 should not be allowed to vote.
Really?
Yes. I think
why
here's the reason. Now, 25 may seem kind of steep for some people, but I don't want someone who spends most of their time on an Xbox or a PS5 or whatever it is deciding political things.
Do you even think that your voting even matters? Like,
unfortunately,
that's the argument.
Unfortunately,
no, you're right. I'm just saying, like,
what are we voting for?
I agree because it's not. Yeah, but in my mind. Because they don't understand necessarily what's being put out there. They don't understand taxes. They don't understand mortgage.
What about the 25-year-olds that do understand?
Now, that's it. They can have it. If you're 25.
Okay,
yeah.
so you.
If you're under the age of, like, if you're under 25. Like,
well, that's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
What about the ones that's under the age of 25?
The ones that are under the age of, you gotta have
it's the same shit about.
You gotta have some type of credential, meaning
I kind of understand.
at least have some, like, file taxes for a couple years.
You could be responsible under the age of 21.
You
but
can.
You still can't buy drinks.
Exactly.
So,
like you see certain things. Like, all right, you can do that, but I feel like you should not be allowed to vote on these type government. Any
but
type.
at 18, we can fight for our country though.
Who said that?
That's hard.
No, that is rough. I didn't believe in that either. I don't believe in sending someone 18. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let someone who's under the age of 20 just go to war and fight for something they don't necessarily understand either. It works both ways to me, but I do not believe that our government, that shouldn't count. They don't have enough experience. Think about how much y'all knew at 18.
Yeah.
Black people.
Did y'all know how to do y'all taxes? Did y'all know about mortgage? Did y'all know about health care and all these things? You didn't until you had to get that experience working or saying, dang, all right, here's how with that. You had to get that experience first.
But it shows you that it's all like a numbers game. You feel me?
It is.
They got people voting that don't know nothing about nothing.
But
at the end of the day, your vote don't even matter because you don't get to pick the president.
No, eventually, yeah, you don't. But it's first thing first. People need to stop thinking that it's just the president. It's the small branches of government first. Everyone thinks president. It's your local government, your mayors, your senates, that's where it starts. People think because there's a president, things are going to change in Chicago because we have to know. Start with your
the president is just listen. People don't understand. The president is just the money.
That's it. It's a face.
Government. That's it. They're the federal government. They could do a couple of things, but they need the Senate, they need the House, they need Congress to pass laws.
And they need all these local branch of government to agree to these things that they're trying to do. That's why the mandates are different wherever you go. Some states you're wearing masks, some states you're not, because those local branches of governments are either agreeing or not agreeing. Right. So when people are like, we need a new president to stop this, to raise this, or to lower that, they think it's just
another thing people got to understand too. The president, even the local governments, there's certain things that the country is ran by. So you got the FDA. The FDA is above the CDC because the FDA is the one who approves the drugs.
Agreed.
The food you eat and all that shit.
Then and how much contaminants they're allowing. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that either.
Then you got the CDC.
Bro, they're allowing like anywhere between 35 to 40% of any kind of thing because they can't.
Food companies control
exactly.
The FTC.
Yeah, the FDA is the one that tells them who they can do, what they can do. They control the pharmaceutical companies. They don't control them, but they're the ones that tell them what they can and can't do to a certain extent. That's why with the vaccine, the reason why no 12-year-old on down hasn't gotten the vaccine is because the FDA hasn't approved it yet. Not the CDC. The CDC, they the ones that create. They come up with they come up with the law, the rules. But then you have Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, Moderna, Chinese company, whatever companies, they're the ones that come up with what's the name. So that's basically what it is. Now, as far as what he's saying about the local governments only can do so much. You know what I mean? They can tell you to shut your store down, but they literally have to write laws for that. They can't just be like, you got to shut your store down.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? So I get what
they can file executive order. Because they do have that.
They can
like governors, Murphy did it several times without presidential interference. He's just said, nope, we're going to stay closed for longer. And so they still have a certain level of authority and power. No, they can't completely monopolize, but if they want to sign it.
Y'all was in school, did they teach y'all, I could be wrong, who you should vote for, why you should vote for this person? You feel me? Like,
yes and no. I'll put it to you like this, right? I'll put it to you like this.
How you supposed to know this stuff?
I'm gonna tell you what they've been doing to us. Now, again, we all, I don't know who y'all voted for. I don't know who y'all vote for. I don't know how y'all political side y'all stand on or whatever. But majority of black people vote Democrat, and in the inner cities they push that. Most of the inner cities they don't even know who Republicans are. Only thing they think is they're racist. So when you see in the inner city schools or whatever, all the inner cities, they don't tell you, they push that narrative towards you
to get your vote.
Now again, your parent, your mom, guess what? Your mom might say, not your mom, but you know what I'm saying. Like your mom might say, I voted for Bill Clinton, right? Then Your dad might say, I voted for Bill Clinton, right? Mm-hmm. Guess who else is going to vote for Bill Clinton?
Your son.
Your son. And your kids, your daughters. Just pass it down. Again, exactly. That's what it is. So it's a separation there, and that's what happens. I mean, when it comes to that. For me, it's a whole nother argument.
I sum it up to this. Forget the parties and stuff like that. Here's what it's about. Socialism and capitalism. Yeah. One is more systematic, and some people are against the system. They don't believe everyone should have the same exact things because either they work harder or they're in a different class of living. And then some people are like, hey, it's a dog-eat-dog world. If you get it, you get it. And those that fall underneath that, they got to find out a way to get there. Mm-hmm. And that's
so which one do you think works?
I believe in capitalism. I believe if you go under...
I'm with you on that.
If you go... I don't believe in bailouts. I don't believe in, hey, because everyone's fair to get... I believe if you work harder or if you make what... That's what it is.
You on that. Mm-hmm. Bro, listen.
There's no reason...
It would not... I don't care what people tell y'all. I don't care what these young millennials think because they think... Listen. Socialism, capitalism. If you want to live under a socialist country, they want you to start at the same place. So, guess what? If you're not rich, you're not starting at the same place. Exactly. So, me and you went to school to be a doctor. You became a doctor, right? Mm-hmm. And guess what? They want us to start at the same place. I'm a bum.
That's not... Yeah, that's exactly what. No, it don't.
Don't make no sense, right?
It don't.
How? Like I don't got the same things.
You don't have the same credentials. We didn't do the same work. We did. So therefore, I feel
that's
like.
What they want. And you know what else?
Now I do believe in.
You know what else too? Hold up. Let me tell you this. You know what else too? That I think a lot of people are not under. You can move that, Karen, bro. You can just put it right over there in the corner. You know what else too? That I think a lot of people not understanding about socialism or whatever.
What's that?
The government controls everything.
Yes.
Which means that if they say, hey, listen, you only can eat Rice Krispies every day, all day. That's your food. And they have a limited supply. And guess what? You know where the Rice Krispies come from? The government. Yeah. And everything is made by the government. And if you don't have it, if you don't get there, if you ain't the first in line to get there, it's first come, first serve.
Exactly.
It's stupid.
I don't believe, like, people talk about always trying to beat the system or they feel like the system's controlling too much, but yeah, they are the ones that likely go for socialism. Those are the ones that went for, let's say, like the Biden campaign. Biden believes that all American, which is cool, but at the same class, because I look at it like working class Americans. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what class you're in, you have people that work hard, you got people that are looking for the easy way out. And I don't feel like the ones that work hard and try to make ends meet should be subject to the same things to the ones that don't, or the ones that fall short. And pretty much that's what it is. It's like when you living in a housing complex and all the houses are literally designed the same. Yeah. And anytime you want to do something different, for you're like, oh, I want my fence to be a little higher. Yeah. You gotta go to them to decide what you want to do with your house and your property. Yeah. I don't want to be that. I'll be like, no, I worked hard for this house. I want to be able to put that fence up in my yard or put that tree or cut that tree down because it's blocked. But in a socialist kind of environment, it's like, no, you can't do that because that's different from everyone else. We don't vote for that because it's different from someone else.
I don't believe in the whole thing of everybody has to start. Listen, here's the reason why socialism doesn't work. Because you can never be rich. Mm-hmm. You can never be rich.
Explain that to me.
So, if you decide that you want to be Bill Gates one day, in a capitalist country, you can be Bill Gates one day because you can work your way up. Capital. When you living in a socialist country, you can't do that. No. You can't work your way up because
you're either born there or you're bred into it, and that's it.
That's it.
Everybody else kind of stays where they're at. And again, like I feel like that's not fair to anyone. Any person that lives in a socialist country, Cuba is a socialist country. Mm-hmm. Any person that lives in a socialist country will smack the shit out of you if you tell them that you want your country to be socialist. They'll say, "What are you talking about? We don't have shit here." Exactly.
There's literally documentaries about Venezuela, Colombia, all these countries, Cuba, all these countries that don't have shit, but they want to be,
and they don't have the option.
They don't. That's
like it's not even like they just can't. They don't. Don't even think about it.
They don't have that option. You can never be the
No
president.
matter how
you
hard
can never
you
be an
work, it's
ambassador.
over, like,
Exactly.
You can never
like,
be a politician.
Yeah, you can't
that.
go that route. And I feel as if like if the opportunity presents to you in a capitalism, like in a world of capitalism, you have that opportunity to excel or fail. But people are like, I want to save. No, that's what it is.
That's what it's
like.
about.
That's what the world is. Like you're either gonna make it or you're gonna like take it.
Right.
Like that's how it is in
like,
a social.
I don't know. Like I agree with y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's people who ain't coming out the womb with the same opportunities that you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mostly people in the black community. Like,
well, I mean,
I feel like there's opportunities for people. Like,
yeah. In today's world, I can't blame society. Like I can't. I don't care what hood you from or how bad. Like there's too much out here for you to get. There's too many resources. There's money accessible to people.
Like
there's all kinds of grant scholars.
Like you said, bro. You said this.
Mm-hmm.
When you come out, you're in your environment before you're even written. This is what you know. Just like if you teach a dog bad habits when he's born, that's what he knows. You know what I'm saying? And people fall. It's a hole that is just. But as you break the chain.
But that's the difference between us and animals. The only thing that saves us or makes us different from animals and wild is that we have intellect. We have free will, which means we can still make decisions.
True indeed.
Some of them may be bad decisions. Some of them are going to be good, but we still have decisions to make.
My thing is, even what you saying that, Dub, and I understand that. But my thing is, you still, like, people know what's good from bad. Mm-hmm. There's no way in the world you can live in this country,
and not know
not any other country, and not know that you live in the hood and you don't supposed to be living like this. Like I said, nah, this is what this is where I'm supposed to be. No, nigga.
Right.
You really don't want to like. Listen, bro.
You may be used to it. You may be comfortable with it, but you know, like that's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be.
Like, come on, bro. Like, I think that they don't give black people enough credit when people say stuff like that. Like me, I'm from the hood. He from the hood.
Right.
He got his own crib. I got my own crib. He don't live in the hood.
Right.
He from the hood.
From there.
You know
I visit. Hey, how y'all doing? I'll see y'all later. I'm out.
Like, look. You know what I'm saying? He a thug ass nigga, too. Like,
sure, nah. I'm not.
Real right, nigga.
I'm not. I'm a changed man.
You are, nigga.
I changed.
You like how I used to be, nigga.
That man was crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, for real. No, I'm just saying. So niggas know. I didn't want to live in the hood. Right. I wanted something better. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And there ain't nothing wrong with people living in the hood. Mm-hmm. I just think that
you're not ignorant to. You know what's going on.
You knew what was going on.
Here's the thing, though. The hood don't have to be that way. Mm-hmm. People can literally just clean the hood up and make it better. You know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of people that live in the hood that want to make it stay dark. They want it to be that way. Mm-hmm. They like that type of behavior. They like the gunshots every night. Mm-hmm. Then niggas like fuck that shit, bro. Be like, well, you got a chance to go to Harvard, nigga. Now fuck Harvard, nigga.
But why? Why do they like that?
Why do they like that? It's a generational thing, man.
No, it's the system is designed for that, bro.
I can agree. I can listen.
The rappers,
bro. I can agree with that.
They're not even doing it.
I can agree with that.
Like it's glorified.
Making gangsters be glorified, and the rappers
it's glorified.
Yeah.
But people don't understand. Those people don't go back to the hood. By the time they're done with their studio time, they're going back to their mansions and like that's what for some reason. Niggas or ignorant minds don't understand. I can make a whole song and promoting the hood, but as soon as they say, "All right, time we good," I'm out. He going right back to his mansion, 5-bedroom Ferraris. He ain't going back to your project.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what niggas don't understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. Look, check it out, right? I understand exactly what you're saying when you said that. When you said that they do market because they know we gonna buy the shit. They know we like expensive jewelry and all that shit. They're gonna keep promoting that shit, but the shit is wearing off. It's wearing off because now you're starting to see less people selling drugs. I mean, you starting to see still niggas killing each other because guns ain't going nowhere. Yeah, only way that'll change if niggas' mind states change. But niggas is not the same as they used to be. But even with that being said, you have a chance to wake up. You don't have to be that way.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to be that way.
I like to use myself as a prime example. When I was growing up in Norton and shit like that, I didn't know anything different until I left. Yeah. Until I left. And as long as I was there, I just was like, I'm gonna live the best I could while I'm here. But it wasn't until I moved and I seen a different part or a different type of because when I first graduated and shit, like niggas, you know, we ain't have shit to do. We all at the courts. We all outside hanging out, chilling, banging, whatever the hell we was doing. Then I went over to my cousins or whatever, where it's more suburban, where niggas ain't hanging out. They at work or they with their kids. There was nothing else to do. You look like the oddball.
Yeah, so now you had to get right.
So I was like, damn, like, what am I going to do from 7 to 5? Like, you know what I'm saying? Back then, I could hit a nigga like, yo, what you doing? But I was like, yo, meet me at the spot.
You call niggas, they text
you. Call niggas like, nah, I don't get off till 8:30.
Yeah.
Now you sitting there at 3:30 in the afternoon with nothing on the. At some point, it kicks in like, yo, this ain't right. I can't be here playing Call of Duty. This ain't what men or grown ups supposed to do. And it wasn't until I got outside of that environment where I realized this is not normal. This is not normal. But when I was in the hood, niggas is just out any time of the day hanging out with her because they didn't necessarily have responsibilities that they value.
I can agree with
you. You know what I'm saying?
My shit was a little bit different though. My shit was, I just got tired of just all the bullshit. And I was like, nah, I can't do this shit. Not for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like my cousins all drunk and getting high, and then you have people getting killed. I lived in one of the hardest projects too. You know what I'm saying? It was 7 buildings, 13 stories, 645 people lived in each building.
Damn.
That's nuts.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I'm saying? So you figure that's how many people live in, and that's just one complex. And you got like Kerry Woods, Marion Gardens. Marion Gardens had
Marion Gardens is
180 buildings, bro.
Yeah,
like small buildings. Yeah. But come on, but you could get lost. They like a maze.
Yeah,
you can get lost in them shits, bro. Like literally, that's why cops. When cops used to, they never chased them through.
They never. Yeah, you can. They
once they go in the building, it's like a trap, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's gonna happen. They could run into anybody's apartment. You don't know. So my thing is like, I think that. Once that became a normal thing, we made the best of it. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's you know, it did come from slavery, you know what I mean? But the projects wasn't made for us. A lot of people don't know that. The Jews made the projects for low income housing. That was it. And they couldn't discriminate. So they say, you know what? People from, you know, poor black people moved in. And there's nothing they can do. So they all moved out.
Another thing that you were talking about with
that's true.
Christine.
Christine. Her name is Jennifer.
Sorry, I just named white people. I do that in real life. I just name white people. I went to Target the other day. I said, "Hey, Michael." Like, I just named white people. Whatever
Christine.
I think. So,
that's great.
Jennifer.
Yeah, I gotta have her on. You want her on?
Was like she made a couple say like when you were talking about the kids seeing like when y'all was talking about the bathroom thing.
Okay. I think she misunderstood what I was saying, but I know what you're talking about.
Like
I was basically trying to tell her, like, because she said bathroom and she separated the genders. I was saying a spa, not a bathroom, but it's the same thing.
No, either or. Yeah, there shouldn't be. No. And here's my problem, and I'm gonna go heavy in on this. All right, I need niggas within that community.
Shout out Jen.
And I'm gonna say niggas. I need motherfuckers within that community to stop acting like they've been oppressed. You are privileged. You are protected.
I agree with that.
You are protected. I can't say anything. I can say, yo, get out the way, nigga. And that motherfucker will be, I'm a fit man. Fuck out of here. But I say, yo, get out the way, fag. Homo ass nigga. Now, it's a crime. You are protected. Stop acting like you've been oppressed. Okay? And then now they're coming up with all these different type of systems to accommodate these things that weren't given to people who actually had the
they're the minority now, like
because at the end of the day,
what about? Come on, man.
There's a whole now. Here's how I look at it, bro, and this is why I think society is going wrong. There's a whole parade, but niggas couldn't parade and fucking protest without being harassed. But these niggas are being escorted and protected because they're prideful. I'm prideful too about what I want to protest against. But y'all telling me, oh, stand back, y'all can't do this shit over here.
Here's the thing,
that's fucking ridiculous to me.
You know, and I listen, you know how I feel. Yeah. I agree with you. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. There's a couple of reasons why they get away with a lot.
Look, she hopped off. She said, I ain't watching this shit.
It's all right, we'll talk. Who's that, Jennifer? We'll talk, Jennifer.
Come back.
How you doing, Jim? We'll talk.
I'm just messing with you.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the reason why a lot of them get away with a lot of stuff. Number one, most of the politicians are the same way.
And they're down low. That's just
that's what I mean. Like, and I'm not saying, and
again, that's just what it is. I'm gonna call spade a spade. They're down low.
I'm not saying that to be disrespectful to them. I'm just saying most of the politicians they agree with them because that's their lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say they get away with a lot of stuff. I'm gonna say that they get things passed through. Remember, that's number one. Number two, they make you feel like you're wrong for having an opinion because they make you feel like you're being either homophobic is the new racism.
Mm-hmm. No. A whole community dedicated. You have a whole holiday. You have your own thing. That's not racism.
No,
like people, anyone who was discriminated were looked at as less than people. Yeah, that's black people looked at as less than people. So Jewish people were like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so what they did was they attached that. They attached homophobia to racism. Mm-mm. So racism is an undertone for homophobia. Right. So basically, if you have an opinion about something, you're homophobic. Even though you just don't agree with it. You're not homophobic. I'll put it to you like this. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing as if a white person say they just don't like you as a person and they say they racist. Mm-hmm. It's the same shit. Yeah. You're not racist. I just don't like him.
I don't like you.
I don't like Kanye West. A white guy can say, I don't like Kanye West. He's an asshole.
Agreed.
That's what it is.
But they're not,
they try to make you feel like you're wrong for having an opinion.
I agreed. I just feel like it's not even that, like, it's not fair. Because, like, I can't get a, there aren't, let's say, straight holidays or single holidays versus maritals. There's no, within our own community, we don't get those kind of things.
Here's the excuse that they would use for that. Everything is straight.
No, it's not. Like, I don't even know what that means.
I know. I'm saying.
What do you know what that means?
I'll put it to you like this. Mm-hmm. This is what they're saying. Just like Black History Month, right? Mm-hmm. So it's Black History Month, but all the other months is just regular.
No, I look at this whole thing. It's like, I see it all the time. That's why I got off this shit, because it's Pride Month. Show your pride. Why is it like you?
Because if you say that it's straight month, right? They're gonna say their argument is gonna be, well, every month is straight month. Why does it fucking matter? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. That's what they're gonna say.
That's discrimination to me.
It is.
Why are you telling me my preference doesn't matter, but I should honor yours? That doesn't make sense.
My biggest thing with them is with anybody that subscribes to that lifestyle. Why are y'all so offended when I don't agree with how you live? And why do you have to tell me that you're gay?
Thank you. Right. I hate when people make it. Let me put it like that. That's my only issue. It's not your orientation. It's not your preference. What you do within within the confines of your own home and in your bedroom is up to you. It's when you feel like you have to parade it in society and think that no one should have an opinion or feedback about it.
Yeah,
that's nonsense.
You shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to
do that about anything.
Yeah, like I feel like that's not, because let's put it like this: if a grown man walks around in the mall and decides to start taking his pants off, someone's gonna say, "Sir, you can't walk around like that. Yeah. You can't. That's not fit for society." But a person can walk around flamboyant as hell. I'm gay. I love men. Blah blah blah. And you can say, "Hey, look, that's great, but keep it to yourself." And all of a sudden, it's oppression. Yeah. Now you're denying me who I am.
One of the problems I think that we run across when it comes to them, and I think that the biggest problem that's going to happen is the identifying of. So if somebody decides that they want to identify as a woman and they was born as a man today, then tomorrow they say, well, I'm a man today.
That's
and the
nonsense.
Next day they're going to say, I identify as a woman. And the next day they're going
to... That's not... I put it like that. That is a mental illness. I don't give a damn what anyone calls it. That is a mental illness.
It has to be...
It's a mental illness.
It has to be a mental illness.
It's insecurity. It's those little things. You may not be the most masculine man. You may not be the straight. You may not be the most... So you want to identify yourself as something that you see as successful or what you want to be like.
It has to be a mental illness if you believe that you're something that you're not.
Agreed.
And I'm not saying that to be ignorant or derogatory or mean. I'm saying if I told you that I identify as a cat and I walked around and meow, meow,
they'll throw you in a fucking padded room. You'll be in Cora by the time the day's over.
Yeah. If I told you I'm a cat, I identify as a kitty cat. I'm a cat. Yeah, I'm a cat, man. I'm a cat today.
Here's what I'm going to relate this to. Because here's something that I think everyone can agree on. And I'm not sitting there defending or anything else like that. You want me to accept that a grown man or a grown woman can identify and completely portray themselves and their identity as something completely opposite of what they actually are, but then let's say like sex offenders.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
They're like,
I was about to get to that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying, but it's the same kind of like the neighbor may not like adult women. He may just be attracted to little kids.
He identifies as a kid.
Yeah, or whatever it is that they choose their preference. Oh no, that's wrong. That's ill. We need to cast them. They should all be castrated, burned,
I'll take
and all
it
that
a
other
step
stuff.
further for you. What if there's a man who identifies as a woman and goes into the mall and has a disagreement with a woman and punches her in the face and breaks her skull? Right?
He's a man.
He's a man. Now, every woman, any of you women that's watching this, if that happened to you and you went to court and he said, I identify as a woman, you're going to say, no, that motherfucker hit me like a man.
Yeah.
He hit me like a man.
Charge him as a Put
man.
him in the prison with the rest of the men. He ain't going to go to tranny prison or identified prison. He's going straight to it. That's how I look at it. If you were to be sent to prison today, what population will you be in? Male or female?
You already know.
Like, that's what it is.
It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke.
For you to look at anything else other way.
It's a joke when it comes down. Listen, if somebody says that they want to be something, that's a private thing. How the fuck would I know that you are a woman, identify as a woman, if you got a full fucking beard and you walk up to me and say, hello, and I say, how you doing, ma'am? Oh, I'm not a man. What are you talking about? I identify as a woman.
It's like,
how the fuck would I know that?
That is again, I think that's an illness. Come
on, man. Y'all gotta be serious, man.
It's an illness because I can't, people will look at me, and it ain't gotta be severe. I could identify myself as a rich person, but guess what? Unless I can pay that damn bill or live that lifestyle, nigga, I am what the fuck I am.
Yeah.
I can sit here and portray myself as a millionaire, but at the end of the day, at some point, you're gonna have to show for that.
I put it to like this.
You can't.
I'm gonna start saying this. I identify as a truth teller. So you got to accept that. So if you identify as a man and you are born as a woman, I'm going to say, well, I identify as a truth teller. And you can't disrespect me. And the truth is, you were born as a man or you were born as a woman, period. Now, if you want to decide to go play whatever you want to do on your private time, that's cool. But you can't make me say that you're a woman when I know all my life I was told that you were a man. Like, come on, man. I don't understand why people get so offended when someone says, "Oh, do you believe she's a real woman?"
Yeah,
what the fuck are you talking about? What kind of question is that? Do I believe she's a real woman?
I feel like that's
what if you have to ask that question, you already know yourself that she's not a real woman.
Society's fucked up when you got to start asking or questioning people's actual. It's on applications now. Yeah. It's like, it's ridiculous. Like, male, female, or other, or what? Like,
what's other?
What is other? I don't know what other is, and what does it matter?
You do know that there are some people who are born with both parts. Well, guess what?
No.
One gene
and that's a
does
defect.
Dominate the other gene.
And guess what that is, people? It's a defect.
You can either get pregnant or
it's wrong. That means something went wrong there.
Can't. Simple as that.
In my mind, you know what I blame? I blame women for that shit. Yes, I blame y'all, females, because y'all quick to okay and they're just being free spirited.
Well, you know why women
every
like
fucking thing.
You know why women are like that?
Why?
Because it's more catered to them.
Agreed.
That's
most of the work field is.
That's why That's why women love homosexuals and they love gay people so much, especially gay black men.
Oh yeah,
they love gay black men.
I don't want to get into the black gay man thing because, I feel
it's
like
up, man.
You could quote me on this, put it in the fucking books on the record. I feel like that's a waste of a whole human being. All the greatness that you possess, and not saying that you're not capable of it, but I'm like, come on, bro. Like, we already damn near on the verge of extinct, and you choosing to, I feel the same thing about women that choose to not. I don't want to ever have it. Like, what are you here for? You think that pussy's there for you, bitch? Like, no. Like, that's how I feel about it. But at the end of the day, that's my opinion. Choose and live whatever kind of life you want.
I put it to you like this: I don't knock people for being gay. I'm not one of those person that go around and be gay bash. I don't none of that. Whatever you want to do is cool. You know what I mean? I'll say what's up. That's it. But I'm saying, you cannot tell me how to think, what to say, because I'm not telling you how to think and what to say. Because if you tell me that I should accept you as a man and respect that, I should tell you, well, you should accept that I don't think you a man and accept, or I don't believe that you're a man and accept that. It goes both ways. So that's why I say when it comes down to your sexual preference or whatever you want to call it, sexual orientation, or people try to separate the two, listen, it's two genders, man and woman. That's it. You are a hermaphrodite, you are an enigma. Period.
Exactly. Something went wrong.
Yeah, something went wrong.
Something's wrong.
You know what I mean? Your mom probably was doing drugs, or your father had too much testosterone, or some shit.
Yeah, something went wrong. It's like a Siamese or something like that. Something went wrong.
You know what I mean? We know how it goes. That's what it is. But don't get mad at me because I don't want to go on society standards. Because if I told you to call me a black king, would you do that?
No.
Fuck no.
Wouldn't nobody be throwing rose petals at your feet and none of that shit. No. They'll look at you like, nigga, please get your black ass back in the bus.
I want to see any of these white liberals out here call me a black king.
Good luck with that.
All these white liberals are always defending black people and defending this. Call me a black king. From now on, I want all the white liberals to call me a black king. Call me the black king. You know what I mean? And it's crazy to me.
Yeah, that to me is again ridiculous. And like I said, I blame women. And let's talk about women. Let's get on that subject real quick, because these feminist extremists. Yeah. I'm gonna call it, because it's not feminism. Because I support people like women that are strong about their their rights and all these other accomplishments and where they're going. It's the extremists that make it seem as if they're total. First off, women damn near rule the work field now. You go to any human resource right now, and guess who's in that motherfucker? Clocking your paycheck, your hours, your vacation. They all in there.
But their problem is, it's the man behind them.
Then they gotta they gotta deal. That's corporate America. Corporate America is not like that. Your name could be Jeff or your name could be Jennifer. Corporate America is gonna be who the fuck it is to whoever is.
You know why? You know the part that they leave out.
What's that?
Out of this whole gender equality when it comes to pay wage and all that shit, is that men do more work longer hours, and work more dangerous jobs.
Agreed.
Period.
I never seen a woman paint a bridge or fix a tunnel or doing it. Like, not saying that y'all not capable, but at the end of the day, who's going to do that for 20 years?
How many construction women you see where it's all women as the construction workers?
Never. You
might see one.
All
holding
women?
A stop sign.
All women.
You know what I'm saying?
Never all
Not
women.
Not all women. No.
Never all women.
No. And there's enough of them to be all women.
Yeah,
but again, this is the argument that they come up with when they say, "Oh, well, we need to have the pay gap need to be the same."
No,
most women retire earlier than men. Most women, their men take care of them.
Agreed.
Their husbands, they get to a certain point in their career and they quit their job when they have a baby.
They do.
That's it. They become a housewife.
And they have that kind of, and that's another privilege that they have. A man has a baby. Guess what? He got to, hey, all right, get a couple of days off, take your ass right back to work.
Yeah, that's it. A nigga ain't taking paternity leave.
Yeah, like I'm speaking from experience. I tried, and them niggas looked at me like I was retarded.
They smacked the shit out of you, told you to go back.
I was like, yeah, I just found out I want to, do it. Niggas looked at me like, okay, how long are you going to be gone for, kind of thing. I was like, well, how long am I eligible to? And, I just felt like I was being judged because I was a man, and I chose to put that. Because I wasn't a woman type of thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, so I don't have the same kind of rights. But again, women have a lot more opportunities within the work field and to be entrepreneur because
they're more accepted.
At the end of the day, a man has to show some type of work or skill, regardless of what it is, to show his worth and his value. A woman can show up and just look good. Yeah. And get the opportunity just because she look. You ever been someplace and you ask for something and the bitch don't know nothing?
Yeah.
Let me go get my manager to see if and it's a guy.
Yeah.
And you're looking like, how did she even get this job?
Yeah.
How is she in here in a hardware store trying to get me? She don't know nothing about paint, varnish, and fit. How the fuck is she? You know why? Because because she's just eye candy. Yeah. As a grown man, when you're on you got to show your worth and your value. Yeah. And even after you get it, you got to maintain it. In order to sustain it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know how many women I worked alongside that are terrible? They're late all the time. They not necessarily responsible. They call out frequently, but because they got a fat ass or big titties or whatever, or they're flirtatious, they're going to stick around longer than me.
Yeah. A good percentage of women want the easy way out and make more money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I give it to you like this. That's why you see most women, even though the nursing field is not an easy field.
It's not.
You know what I mean? You see a lot more women in that field, but women don't want to sacrifice a lot of things. So most of them only go to school to be a nurse. They don't go to school to be a doctor. You know who go to school to be a doctor? You know who's willing to stay up? You know who's willing not to be paid for 5 years and have to take a pay cut? You know who's willing to do all that? You know who's willing to drive long drives? Men. Well, men are willing to do all that. So when they say, "Oh well, the reason why the women don't get is because men is in." Listen, there's a lot of women in politics who make way more money than the men. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of women in their jobs who make way more money. And listen, I was with a woman, right? I'm gonna tell you the story, right? It's crazy. Mm-hmm. I was with this chick. She had 2 degrees. She was a social worker and she was a psychologist, mm-hmm. right? So she actually had 2 master's degrees in whatever she had. But anyway, she made $30,000 more than me. Right? Significant. We was in a full-blown relationship. Mm. She made $30,000 more than me. You know why we broke up?
I'm curious. I really want to know now. Like, how did you blow that, nigga?
We broke up, right? Because I got my tax money, mm-hmm. which was $6,000, right? Mm-hmm. And I brought a newer car. That I had a car and I got a newer car. Mm-hmm. So she said, "Where you was at all day?" And I said, "I was at the car dealer trying to get a newer car." Mm-hmm. So she says, "What money did you use to get that?" "Oh, you got your tax money." So instead of you, and this is she's saying, instead of you buying something where we can go on a trip together, you went and got a car
for you.
And I
something
said,
you wanted, something that you worked hard for.
And she said, "I don't think this is going to work between me and you because you're selfish." Now you tell me if that's not the biggest bullshit you ever heard in your life. This bitch made $30,000 more than me, and she wanted me to give her my $6,000 for my taxes.
Yeah,
she didn't pay for nothing. We went out to dinner. Guess who paid? Me. Brought food for her. Every time we went out.
Picked her up.
Brought
it back to your house.
Even opened the door for the bitch. Went to the car, opened the door. In the rain.
Oh, man. Damn.
Ooh. All this shit.
You did a lot.
And you're going to tell me that you're going to leave me because I brought a new car instead of taking you on a cruise so you can splurge with my little $6,000? Bitch, you live in an apartment. I have a house. You live in an apartment. And you were making $30,000 more than me. You only paid $800 for your rent. And had a new car and an old truck that she had. A new car and an old truck. And she gonna try to get me for my
Sound like she was making bad decisions. I don't know.
Get the fuck out of here. That's what I said, man. That's what I'm saying. This is the bullshit that we have to deal with. As
men, yes. This is one thing we gotta get used to being on the short end of the stick. If not, then, we just gonna be by ourselves. But that shit you just told me is ridiculous. I would have been like, good riddance. Like, yeah,
no,
I bought a car for me.
It. I would have been
like, bye, bitch. Like, have fun.
Nothing else to say.
Because here's how I look at it. And I'm quick to tell somebody, did you put in the work that I did? Did you take that, did you miss out on those days I was tired and wanted to go home? Did you get up early? Did you do all those things? No? I don't care if it's $100. If I was willing to even spend that, be glad, because you didn't earn that.
Yeah.
When you earn what you earn and you choose to share a certain amount, it doesn't matter the fucking amount. Because you didn't put it. Now, I can see if y'all did something together and y'all earned that money and then y'all got it back and it's like, oh, you're going to spend all of our earnings. Yeah. That's different. You have a say-so. Yeah. But, bitch, nah, you ain't going to sit here and try to assume or try to come up with some type of regulation as to what I should do with the money that I earned, sweated, put it up with bullshit for. And I didn't just give it because, last time I checked,
because
listen, you always supposed to have something for you.
They want this sweet romance.
That shit don't exist.
But they're not willing to give the same. Listen, let me explain something to you,
No,
bro.
here's the thing. Women don't only spend their money on bum-ass niggas. Simple and plain.
Because they feel sorry for them.
If you living at your mama house, a bitch will pick you up, take you out, feed you, fuck you, and drop you off, and won't say shit.
Because they want to be able to say that they're in control. if they spend their money on you, and you a bum ass nigga, trust and believe in her head, she like, well, I don't need this nigga. He a charity case. Yeah. Fuck this nigga. But and if you try to leave her, you know what she gonna say? I don't need you anyway, nigga. I pay for everything anyway. What the fuck you think you is? You leaving me, nigga? I'm leaving you. That's how she gonna be.
That's like, ridiculous. Like, to me, that's ridiculous.
That's what they gonna do.
But they're more willing to spend their time on niggas that ain't shit and money on niggas that ain't shit. I paid your tickets. I paid your fine. I co-signed that car for you. I did. You know, they're quick to do that
because they in a power position over that nigga in their head. But see what, or he fucking her good.
Either or, to me,
because women, listen, women will do whatever for a nigga with a big dick and fucking them good. A woman will literally do anything for the type of nigga like that. Especially if he make her come 3 or 4 times. Mm-hmm. Oh, she ain't going nowhere.
No, she gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna tell you where she gonna go. She gonna go crazy. That's exactly where the fuck she gonna go. She gonna crazy. She gonna start. How come you late? Yeah. Or where you at? Who is that? I never heard about them. Listen, nigga she gonna go. She just gonna go crazy in her own mind.
A nigga with dick power, she ain't talking to a nigga with dick power.
Oh, trust me, bitches.
If he a strong minded dude and he got dick power, she ain't talking to him like that.
Listen. The black woman is always going to question something.
She ain't talking to him like that though.
Well, she may not. She may not talk to him a certain way.
You was at today.
But she's going to question
what you
something.
Doing? She gonna say what you doing.
She's not going to say. She's like, well, how was your day? That's still what were you doing? That's still it's just a nicer way of saying it.
Instead of saying, what was you doing? How was your day?
How was your day? Yeah. Bitch, you don't care about my life. I was with my boys playing Mac. You don't give a fuck about my day. You just got suspicion and you're curious about where I was at. That's it.
Why? You want me to come home?
That's the one thing I will say. Black women will question, even if it's legit. A black woman will believe a lie before you tell her the absolute truth. That's why I lie.
That's true.
I lie.
That's true.
Because y'all accept that. They're willing to accept that.
Black women do accept lies much faster than you because they want to believe. They want to believe that you ain't honest. Even if you are honest. They want to believe that you're not.
You want to know why I believe that, though? Because they're not honest. Because someone who has, think about it.
This guy's on fire.
Because they're not. Why would you be worried about something? Because the only reason that would be in your head, because you'd be like, man, I know, you got to be familiar with those kind of things in order for it to pop in your head. Because don't nothing pop in my head that I don't know shit about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can't say NASA ever pops in my head because I don't know shit about space or nothing. I'm not thinking about fucking any of that shit. So for a woman to question like a man's alibi or something like that's because at some point she's familiar with it, rather be a past relationship or she does it herself and she knows that she was dishonest. Now the thing about men, a lot of men come up with lies to protect women's feelings because the truth they won't accept. Where were you? I was at my mama's house. You ain't talked to your mom in 3 months. All of a sudden. You know what? I don't know why. I was with. They'll accept. I knew it. They'd rather hear that because it's hard for.
Most women have that already. They have these I always say this to me and my boy talk about this shit all the time. I always say this: women they plan their escape route. Whenever they get in a relationship, they look for ways to get out of it because they don't want to ever be to the point where they can't get out of it or they that hurt. So they'll be like, oh, this guy. He hurt me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to make sure that I don't, my last guy hurt me, but I'm going to make sure that this one don't. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to give him 50% of how I feel. I'm not going to give him 80%. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to suppress my feelings. And then when you dick them down all crazy and you fuck them all good, then all of a sudden it's, oh my God. Oh, why was you? You're like, bitch, what are you talking about? No, knock it the fuck off.
And at some point we all want to, I believe men lie just to protect women's feelings. Mainly.
I mean, I kind of agree.
That's how I really, because...
I kind of agree with that, but I kind of...
Because a man who don't give a fuck about you will literally come back with no excuse. Where were you? Why you... Nothing. He ain't come over. He just don't give a fuck how you feel. He gonna let you be all in your head.
I kind of agree and I kind of disagree. I put it to you like this, right? I think that you kind of got a point there. Some men do that, but I would put it to you like this: ain't nothing better than the truth. If you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, okay, yeah. If you're
not doing nothing, because if you are doing something, no, nigga.
If you doing some shit, that truth, man, that should have cut you deep.
That should have fucked you up. But I'm saying, if you're not doing nothing, if you literally not cheating, doing nothing, and you being accused, number one, that means that she's doing something. If you keep being accused of it and you know that you ain't doing nothing. I want y'all to understand that. If your girl's accusing you of cheating, and you know you're not cheating, and you are just, if she know where you're at every 5 seconds, because she's probably got a dick in her hand.
Or she's entertaining some other niggas.
Yeah.
In some shape, form, or fashion. Her attention is not on you.
He probably slapping it upside her head while she on the phone with you. Like, oh, baby, where you at? And be like, oh, I'm 10 minutes from the house. She be like, all right, well, I'm about to get dinner ready. I'll call you back. And she hang up, and the nigga's right in your living room, and she giving him head real quick. She like, hurry up, you better come fast, because my husband gonna come home in 10 minutes. And he runs out the back fucking door.
And here's the worst part about women. The worst part about women, they give a nigga whole work schedule to the other nigga.
Yeah. My nigga.
Oh, he don't get off until 8 on Thursday, so you can come over. Nigga all in your house watching all your Netflix. You go to your shit like, I ain't recently watched this.
Hell yeah.
I don't watch this. Like, what the fuck is this? You ask her, yo, you started? Yeah, I got bored.
Yeah.
She'll make a whole excuse and everything. Niggas, we just, you know.
Who the fuck name is this on my
Yeah,
Netflix?
like, whose account is this? Who the fuck was on? Like, there's so much shit that women do that we just don't confront them on. And, y'all need to accept, like, y'all be on some bullshit. And y'all need to most of all accept the truth. Like, that's the main thing. Accept the truth and stop thinking that everyone is always trying to hurt you or trying to get you. A nigga may give a fuck about you, but just may not know how to express it. Or y'all may be at odds and he don't know how to talk. So he decides to go out, spend a couple days to himself. Yeah. But it ain't him getting himself together, clearing his head because y'all at odds. It's him fucking with another bitch. Yeah. Oh, I'm assuming you're doing it, so since we having this rough pair, I'm gonna go talk to another nigga because I'm assuming you're doing it. That's gonna justify what I do because I don't understand you and I'm not gonna try to understand.
I'm like this, bro.
That's just
if
terrible.
Your girl is driving you to talk to other women, then you need to break up with her.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way in the world you should be in a relationship with a chick who thinks or who you feel like you can't get along with, or you feel like you gotta talk to other women. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it to you like this, right? It's cool to be in a relationship, but if you're gonna be, and let's just be straight up, if you're gonna be fucking mad chicks, you might as well not be in a relationship.
Agreed.
Just be single, because it's no point. And and I'm gonna tell niggas this, and I think niggas need to understand this, because I think this is the truth. All you have to do is be honest with all the women you encounter, and 95% of them you're gonna get. If you tell a chick, right?
All right, when you say
that you just want to fuck,
okay,
out of 10 of them, you probably gonna get 8.
Okay, I agree with those odds. But the problem with women,
niggas want 10.
Yeah, because our goal as men is to knock as many as we can down. That's what we go. We want to go 10 for 10. But
so you get to the other 2, you got to lie to get that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
nah, I ain't got no girl.
Yeah, fuck you talking about? I'm a millionaire. Shit.
The problem here's the big thing. Women don't know how to handle rejection. And that is a big thing. They'll be interested in a nigga. A nigga will be like, it's not me right now, because he know what kind of nigga he is. Yeah. He know he a dog. He know he got 100 other bitches, but he don't want to just tell you, I got mad other bitches. He's just gonna be like, look, I think we better off friends or something like that. But women, I don't get it. Am I ugly? Or they'll turn it into a whole thing. Why don't you like me? Why won't you love? They'll turn into a fucking crazy wreck because that man is being honest and saying that I'm not for you right now, or this ain't what it is right now.
But the thing is, wouldn't it be better if he just been honest from the beginning, so she can't never say anything in the end? So if she said to him, you said, you don't think so?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because once you, like you mentioned, once you dig a bitch down, she's gonna want the full package. There ain't no halving.
But at least you told her the truth.
Yeah, but she don't want that now. She got the truth, but now she wants you.
That don't matter.
I've been there before.
You lying.
No,
you're a lying wolf.
It's not about because at that point women aren't logical. They're not thinking, well, at least he told me the truth, so I can't be mad. Bitch is still gonna be mad. You told me that. That's one thing you told me a long time ago. Do it. Right or wrong, she gonna be mad regardless. You told me that a long time ago, and it took me till now. You told me till now. I finally got. I was like, you absolutely right.
Look, I'm saying you a line walker though. You like to walk the line on lies and the truth.
No, I'm mischievous. Remember, I like to throw out things that you can. I like
mischievous. That's you.
I like throwing out comments and things that can go either way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can be like, hey, we're good. Like, so what are we? We're good.
You don't want to ever have a woman know she got you figured out.
I don't know.
She like,
that shit's scary. Yeah, that shit's scary, bro. Woman got you figured out. She know you have. That's scary.
Why did he text me okay?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I just told him this whole shit, and he told me okay,
bro.
That's all you got to say.
Women don't like to wait. They want answers to who, what, when, where, why at that moment that they ask it. And if you hit them with a indirect reply, it drives them crazy.
Or just skip.
And I like having that power.
I had this one girl.
I like having that fucking power.
Every time she said something, I skipped over all the arguments.
Exactly.
I was like, yeah. So she was like, oh, so I mean, all I'm saying is da 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 da. And I said, oh, okay. I said, so what you cook for dinner?
Pissed her off.
She was like,
oh my god.
She put all the laughing emoji. She was like, oh, so you just gotta skip over what I just said? I'm like, yeah, no, man. What did you cook for dinner? Like, you know what I mean? She's like, oh, you funny as hell.
Yep. Like, I'm that guy. Yeah. I'm the one that'll completely give you nothing. I'll engage with you. I'll talk with you, but I'm not going to give you what you want because I'm not going to. At the end, because as men, we give up our control sometimes to women by being submissive in order to get the pussy. That's what it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We'll walk whatever lines we can as long as we get the pussy or whatever the fuck we trying to get. Yeah. When you show control and that doesn't rule. Women don't know how to answer. Like, damn, nigga, we was just fucking, and now I'm trying to hit you up, WYD, and you texting me back 8 hours later.
Because that's another thing too. Women don't like to be in the position where they have to work for your attention, because they the ones that they're the magnet, and they attract. So especially if they're cute, it's the best. Listen, I'm dropping some gems on you niggas today. Listen. If you want to get a girl that if y'all in the phase of you like her, she like you phase, just be honest with her, but don't sweat her. Don't tell her she's beautiful. Don't. That's why. Listen, I tell a lot of bitches on YouTube, on Facebook that they're pretty, right? I do that shit on purpose because I want to see how many of these bitches will say thank you. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see who's narcissistic enough not to say anything. And have all these niggas say, oh, you're beautiful. But, and half of them don't even be cute. I just say that, just to say it. Oh, damn, you amazing. Oh, you're phenomenal. Just to see, and out of 100 bitches, probably 5 of them say thank you. And that's the world we living in right now.
The world I live in right now, I don't give y'all shit. I don't give y'all nothing.
Like my boy was like, yo.
Giving them nothing.
He said, I'll never comment on a bitch.
You gotta work for everything you get from me. Everything you get from me. I do too. Yeah. Let's see how much you can handle. Like,
I do it as a game.
Yo, I remember this one girl I was talking to, and she was so mad because she's like, how come I don't know anything about you? I was like, when it's time to know, you'll know. And she's like, what does that even mean? I was like, when it's time for you to know, like,
that's a direct answer.
But it's not.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, because the things you want to know, those times will never come up. Yeah, it's not going to come up, and we're not going to get that far.
Because we could break up tomorrow, and you would never.
Exactly. What do you want to? Like, oh, do you have any brothers? Where is your dad or your mom from? Why do we need to know that? If it's me and you engaging and stuff of that nature, or we're just talking.
Like that with everybody.
Oh, I am. I am. I really am. But women hate that. But you'll deal with it because you're like, hey, like I don't know, like, and that won't bother you. Women hate that. They're like, you're hiding something. I'm like, I have nothing to hide. What makes you think I have something? Because you won't tell me everything I want to know. So that means you must have something to hide.
That's why whenever you're in a relationship with a chick, or you first get with a chick, say, what was the darkest sexual thing you ever did? Just straight accident.
But here's the thing.
Say, be honest. I'm not gonna hold it against you. That's you gotta always preference with that.
I'm gonna try that.
I ain't gonna hold it against you.
I take away.
You. Crazy. We the court of law? No.
I take away a woman's power by having non-sexual or any kind of conversation. I challenge her to, because she hears I'm pretty. She hears, oh, that ass. She hears it on a regular basis. Yeah. And she already has replies and things already in her mind and rebuttals for you. Yeah. Like, girl, you pretty, damn, man. Yeah. And, I haven't been with no one in 6 months. Yeah. They already know. I always hit them with that. Yeah. So, what do you do? Like, how long those kind of things. That makes hobbies. Bitches don't know how to, I don't know. I just, they hate those kind of things.
You got a lot of shoes, bitch?
Yeah, like, okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of shoes. Once you start YouTube channel, what are you talking about? Why would I do that?
They hate that.
But you intriguing. That makes you intriguing. That's why I
take it. Because once you start talking like, okay, what's the most craziest sexual thing you ever did?
You say that after you already know that you're going to get the pussy.
I don't care. No, that's the thing. I don't give. I want her to know that I don't care if I get it or not, because it don't matter. Because that's going to make her give it to you.
Like that.
I don't want her to know that I want it or don't.
He says it all the time. Like, yeah, I take the power from these bitches.
I take the power right away from them.
I ain't sexually attracted to them.
I walk right into a store. I'll compliment. Oh, okay, sis, I see your nails. All right, you looking good today. Blah blah blah. Hey, I just need this right here if you don't mind. I'm serious.
Just walk right over it.
Just walk right over it. Oh, thank you. I'm like, are those coffins or square? Like, okay, all right, I see you, sis. I'll be like, see, most niggas won't understand, but I get it.
I kind of did that one time.
I do it, and I mind fuck them and walk off.
I was in the store. I was in the Wawa, and man, oh man, this bitch was bad. I ain't gonna lie. Wawa be having some bitch. Wawa be jumping 3 o'clock in the morning. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? So I'm in there. I was buying 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in Wawa, right? Right? Yeah, what's a smoothie?
That's the same thing I just did it last night.
You know what I mean? Like, what's a smoothie, right?
I was right there.
I'm in Wawa. I know I'm supposed to be drinking 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in Wawa, and this girl comes, black girl, right? She come in there. This bitch, right? She bad as shit. So I walked up to her, and her hair was curly. Mm-hmm. It was like, the not Shirley Temple, what the fuck, that Spice Girl shit.
Oh, yeah, right? Okay.
So I was like, damn, this bitch is fine as shit. She like 3 o'clock in the morning by herself. She was a little chubby, but she was nice chubby. Cute. Yeah, like she wasn't like, oh, this bitch is overweight. Like, no, this bitch was like, oh yeah, this bitch is right. She's good. You know what I'm saying? So I said, damn, your hair is nice as shit. Like that. She's like, I said, is that real? And she was like, she looked at me. She said, yeah, it's real. She said, you want to pull it? I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
so I'm okay. I pulled her hair like this.
Oh, okay.
So I pulled the hair on some like, I'm trying to fuck you from the back type shit.
This nigga's a dog.
Like this, right? I pulled her hair, and I was like, and I pulled her hair back. She's like, boy, you better stop. Like that. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I was like, all right. So then, I got my stuff, and I was like, I saw you take care. And then I got in my car, and I see her, she get in her car, and she kept looking like, waiting, like, this nigga gonna come, nigga, you better come get this fucking pussy. Stop playing with me, nigga. Like that. So then I rolled my window down, and she rolled her window down, and I said, what's your name again? And she told me her name, and I was like, it was nice to meet you. I said, my name Maurice. And she was like, oh, okay. And I just drove off. Exactly. Like, yo, like, that's the type of shit you do.
Yes. I love, like, no lie, I enjoy the mind fuck more than the actual fuck sometimes, because it's a cerebral thing, man. Yeah. I want to take that I want
you. That bitch again, she be
She's like, oh, I remember you from I literally had that happen. Remember, I can't remember where we're at. I think we were going out to get steaks one time. Yeah. And I couldn't even remember. And she just said, hey, she called me young bull. She was an older chick, titties on top of titties and shit. And I'm like, I ain't seen you in 2-3 years, but you remembered me. Yeah, right. And everyone still had masks on and everything. I got my mask on. I'm like, oh, this bitch really remembered me. And she's like, how you doing? How the kids? You still over there? I'm like, I just hit her with the same casual. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just doing my thing.
You got my number now.
I say, no, we make it. She said, she seen the steak. She said, you don't know what to do with it. I was like, shit.
You don't know what I'm talking
about. I love the mind fucker chick, man, because it's pleasurable to me. Yeah. Because once they see the actual man behind like that I am, they'll realize I'm just like any other nigga, a little bit. But the illusion that I might be something better is will get that way. If all things fail, it's 100% on her. It's 100% on her. I didn't give you anything. I gave my number to her and said, hey, look, just hit me whenever you're ready. No press. She hit me one time, and I just hit her with I'm sorry, who's this? This is my business phone. Yeah. She says, oh, business, huh?
Oh, $sign.
Exactly. Like, it's my business? What kind of business?
What kind of
business? What kind of business are you doing?
Is this DJ?
Yeah, I'm like, I knew who it was, but I just wanted to, like, you're going to work for every fucking thing you get. And I'm like, all right, cool. This is my business.
I do that sometimes.
I don't.
I'll give like sometimes I'll give a girl my number, like, well, not no more, but I used to give a girl my number, and I'll be wanting to see if they're gonna contact me. Because a lot of times I'll be like, let me get your number, right? I used to say that, but I say, you know what? If this bitch really interested in me, here's my number. Exactly. Whenever you want to talk to me, I'm always free.
Yep.
I don't have no drama. And guess what? I tried that. None of those bitches hit me up. When I gave a bitch my number and I said, well, call between these times, and if it's this time and I don't answer, if I send you the voicemail, then I'm busy. They was calling me like crazy.
Oh, damn.
All the time.
See, I know, like, it's been a while because you know, I just like going to, like, and you always catch them at their little place of work or on a run and shit like that. It's almost 9. Yeah, like 20. I
gotta shut this down real quick. Yeah. Do this other show.
But oh yeah, I'm with you on that. Fucking to me that it's the joy. Like I said, and people, some girls dig it and some people don't. They're like, oh, that's corny. Why don't you just be straightforward? I was like, I'm not lying to anybody. I don't lie. I just don't give people the direct answer that they want to hear. Yeah. And I'm not gonna ask you too many questions about you because I don't really care. Like, I'm quick to tell someone I don't care.
Yo.
Like, even
that's
now,
that's a hard pill to swallow for someone.
It is, because, like, when you're not pressed for it, or you know that it's there for you, you approach it differently. Like, for instance, like, let's say you're hungry, right? Yeah. You're getting off of work, but you know you already done prepped some shit at home. You don't mind probably sitting there like, man, I can't wait to get on. I already know I got that. All those restaurants and shit you passing ain't gonna look as good because you know you already got something.
But no, you're right, because that's what women do now. They do that same exact thing.
Exactly.
They have a million men telling them that they look good, that they this and that.
I'm gonna take you out
this and that.
I'm gonna fly you out here.
Business. Monstar he ain't got nothing business like mine. He crazy, bitch.
Come get a nigga like me.
Yeah. Like
they quick to show you.
Shit.
They quick to tell you,
and they become numb to it.
That the niggas where they from are better than the niggas where they at.
Yeah,
Come get with a Chicago nigga.
Yeah,
come get with a Brooklyn nigga. We ain't like them. I'm like,
I ain't like them Harlem niggas.
Yeah, I'm like, keyword niggas. Niggas are niggas. We're all niggas. Don't matter where they at. Yeah, come get with an Atlanta nigga. We different out here.
Different out here. Same nigga.
Same niggas. Just a different location.
Three strokes.
Yeah, like the fuck out of here.
3 strokes, bitch. You out.
I just don't give them any of that power.
That's it.
I seen one
joint. Yeah, nigga, I thought you was a Brooklyn nigga.
Bruh, I seen it, like, and this is the part that gets me, because there are niggas out here that do it, but I hear bitches out here on they books and, you know, they social media, Instagram, I don't want a nigga that can't tell me nothing unless he can pay my bills. Bitch, you can barely pay your fucking bills.
Yo,
you feel me? Like,
listen, man, we gonna have to come back for a part 2.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Nah, for real, definitely, yo. We have to come back for a part 2. You know what I'm saying? Definitely gotta come back, man.
We out, man.
That's definitely you right about that.
Oh, you gonna leave me?
That whole no, I'm bad.
Oh, you good? Yeah. Nigga left me hanging.